Right, yeah, fall bulwark, yeah. Hit against Metro, and we're back. PTR or beta has been updated with new crazy changes, so we're going to take a look at it today. I have no idea what it's going to look like in terms of our time spent here, but we will be doing it. And not to have Sanguine Ground or Fall Bulwark really sucks. But yeah, it looks like the new Affix, if you guys haven't seen it now, like, yeah, Titan Grasp is Corfine's Grasp. It just depends on how often it happens, I guess, but Corfine's is overpowered. Congrats on 30K, Dilson. Well, honestly, I couldn't have did it without you, man. Thank you for telling all your community about the video I made. That's very nice of you. Did get the 30K subs. We're rising. I appreciate it. Did you play any off stream? Nope. No, I didn't even have more than a couple minutes for you last night. So this will be our first time doing anything with the new fixes. I don't know. I mean, I kind of just want to go and try the highest key possible. Hopefully our weak cores are working and stuff. At least everything seems to be working. Alright, been invited. In your opinion, what seems to be the strongest top 2 DPS? I've not even... Give that 0 seconds of thought. If you're talking about on the beta. If you're talking about in Season 4, I'm talking about, I'm thinking of Rep Pally as #1 overall, then maybe BM Hunter. Yeah, Rep Pally, BM Hunter is the top, I'd say. I'm assuming you can add the level 12 fix to lower keys just to test? Oh, maybe. Yeah, let's go take a look at the keys themselves. So let's see, we still have, no, they got rid of all the stuff we had. We still have Court of Stars though, if anybody wants to do Court. Yeah, so Keystone Container. Alright, iterate. Oh wow, look at all that bullshit on there. Oh, that's just so much shit on there, man, it's crazy. Zalatat's Bargain, Ascendant. That's silly. 12 with the high key. I've seen some good players get wrecked by 7s. Yeah, we'll figure it out. In chance.
You've got my ear.
Don't we have it? Did I not get this last time? I guess a chest enchant. We got the rings. Boot enchant? Okay. Speed. Big changes. How are they doing? I've yet to start. I'll let you know in a couple hours. I'll probably do this for the rest of the week at this point since there's so many different things to test on here. What about legs? Are there legs in here? Dual, yeah, okay. Warshack with somebody. Close this. Let me know if there's any issues with the mic. Fire Mage is definitely one of the strongest currently. BM is not very high with current tuning. And Fire Mage is one of the worst, in my opinion, in my experience, so. Yeah, Warlock's probably actually, maybe Warlock should be ahead of Mage, or ahead of Hunter. Brett's definitely #1 overall for us. None of this currently matters, though. Why would you say that? Isn't Fire Mage getting nerfed? Yeah, I knew that was gonna get. We were talking about on the beta or on Season 4. I thought he was talking about the beta for a bit, but oh yeah, 2 sockets, jewelry. Wait, what? Jewelry can have up to 2 sockets. 1, 2, 1, 2. So now you can have gems in every piece of gear. Wait, what? Doesn't work.
Hi there.
Fortunate. Is it? Do I need one of those maybe instead? No, I guess it just doesn't work.
Something.
Enchant Bracer. Leech. Cloak. Leech. Anything else? I think we... Do we ever get a chest enchant? Is there no chest enchant? Doesn't look like there's a chest enchant this time around.
Surviving means
Hey, Copdo, at least Feral isn't getting hated on now. Feral for life. Yep. I'm referring to the beta. Oh, okay, yeah. He was referring to Season 4, I think, considering when I answered it that way, he said thank you, so. Yeah, obviously, if we're talking about beta, there's no reason to even worry about that right now. Tons of builds having class tuning still coming. I think that's everything.
Do you have any news?
There was no Death Knight, or there was no Glove Enchant. Oh no, there's chest. There's only 2? Oh no. Strength.
One day at a time, friend. Got anything for me?
Anyway, we're full up, so let's get going here.
Everything has its use.
We have... Oh, wait, I never got food either. Where do you get food?
What now?
It's reagents, what? Is there no food? I haven't seen the ZZ in a long time. Wow. That's weird. No food. Well, they're there. They just don't seem to do anything. It doesn't do anything. All right, let's see what happens. 12, I've heard, is very, very hard, so we'll see. This guy's got food. Last time we did this dungeon, it was super laggy as well. Hopefully that one will continue. Miss my beloved, how I missed you. Yeah, no doubt. It's a good dungeon to have back. But yeah, we're going to try this talent. Some commenters since last time I made the video made some good points for how this could be very valuable for defense as well. Probably more valuable for both like Umbilicus power and defense than Sanguine Ground. So kind of just beats out Sanguine Ground. Seems to have like 100% uptime one way or the other. Just depends on how many stacks you have, I guess. Oh, these mobs are level 80 as well, I just realized. Did they have... Oh god, not already. Did they ever confirm what they're doing with Mythic Zeros then? Like, is this actually going to be a doable Mythic Zero? I guess it is. Not sure if it's fixed, but I'm waiting for you to get a Lightsmith Holy Pally. Why, what does that mean? It's broken or very powerful or something? See, that guy's got a waist enchant, or waist socket. Oh, he's got sockets. Where do you get sockets? Where did he get the gear? Maybe it's the gear that doesn't work. It's my boy Javentes. Oh, you know this guy? Alright, recheck. Demirin, are we early today? I wanted to be even earlier, yeah. He's a really good EU warrior, gotcha. First boss is gonna be a slog. Yeah, let's see what it looks like. Oh, look at that. That's like a new wall. That's cool looking. Wait, why is Zalatat here? Oh, we don't have anybody who can open this? Oh, there you go. Wait, who can open that now? We talked about it last time. I can't remember, honestly. Tauren, Night Elves, Druids. There's a bunch of shit. I don't remember. You still need Night Fae now. No Night Fae for that. Use Gorfiends. Oh, that's the wrong button. Alright, we're switching that. God, you guys are already tilted. Arcane Mage is insane on the beta. Oh, really? A long pull. Would be a good time to add a glyph to drop, make your D&D blue. Yeah, that would be awesome. I seem pretty resilient on the pull, don't I? Considering how hard we're getting hit at times. That hurts, yep. Morning Metro, Calvin, what's up, welcome. Did I fucking just one-shot that guy? This is even after they scaled everyone to 613. Oh, did they change the scaling? I guess so, yeah. So yeah, I would definitely say out of the gate, this is probably way too early to react to this, but I would definitely say out of the gate that they're probably intending 12 to be like one of the top keys in the world. No cheat death for that one. Last time it was 580. And it was like LFR full veteran track here. Yeah, no doubt. No more plus 20 keys, yep. Disbanding the beta? Yeah. Mouse over your buffs. Yesterday's scaling was still 589. What, this one here? Yeah, it says 580, yeah. What the fuck is wrong with these people? It's beta. I mean, yeah, it sounds like these people just like are... They're literally just like, they open it up in a state of tilt. Looks like you need more survival hunters. He was probably upset he did half the damage of the others. I thought the scaling was meant to go to 613. Turns out it doesn't. Hi, mate. You like they remove all affixes after 12? Not really, no. It's not beta, it's retail for them. They paid for it. People are weird, man. Anyway, try zoning in and out. Oh yeah, maybe. When you did in the World of Warcraft video game? When you did in the World of Warcraft video game? Bugs are raging already. It's just really weird. I don't know, man. This game has got a big fucking problem. Can you expand on dive into that more? And is that toward the IO score more than anything? I watched your video with the Ian and Morgan interview, and in it you made comments about the community making the game harder, less fun, and worse for themselves on purpose. Have a look at what's going on in the last 5 minutes of the stream. You'll have your answer. If you recognize the name on beta, kick them. That's a pretty good way to go about things, I feel. Why? I don't even understand like why you would start the key. What did he even say? We don't have the stops. Oh, you were the group leader, were you not? It really isn't making sense. Anyway, all right, these guys just drain the energy out of me. Yeah, it's really sad. I mean, if it's a tryhard streamer or something, they are interested in doing normal keys. Oh yeah. Weren't people dying to the unavoidable AoE? Shouldn't the healer want to practice that? I don't get it. If they want to try hard, they should play with a static group. Yeah, I mean, how many times we got to talk about this now? Blizzard just gives beta access to the wrong people. Well, yeah, you're literally able to buy beta access, so. All right, anyway, let's just, we'll just see what's out there. Let's sign up to some 7s or something. Stone Vault. All right, let's see Necrotic Wake. We haven't done that one at all yet. Oh, they got a group. That warrior would have gotten beta access anyway if, according to someone in the chat, they are a top EU warrior. Waste of time, plays beta, yeah. Feedback, I haven't been able to report a bug or feedback in the beta for a week and a half. It's literally broken. Oh, really? But that's not the only way to do it, of course. We have to make it so you can't. I don't really understand how these people don't get it. Tank roll available. That's what we have to do, right? Is that Shadowlands Dungeons? Yep. I'm literally playing beta for the hero talent hype. People are pushing keys. Nice. Have you been to Necrotic Wake this week yet? The angel taxis after the second boss were bugged. No, I have not ever done Necrotic Wake, actually. Jew Pouth. Hello, all. Welcome. Alright. Play this one. Okay, I need to buy like a neck, apparently. Or rings in general. These first rings, can we only have one of these on? Or no, we have two of these, it looks like. High verse neck, put these on, and then we could enchant these things. Wait, that's the neck. Oh, I bought two necks. Wait, what? I bought multiple necks. Okay. Those look like rings. There's the ring. Versatility Mastery. Those ones are unique equipped. Oh, see, that's the neck that I bought already. Finger. Verse. Okay.
Be good.
I want to farm the other side again, please. I don't want to farm the other side. Well, that one's not in the current season, so you don't have to worry about it. Alright, so now we can use these? Nope, still can't use them. Oh, but this one can be used on the PvP gear, okay.
Hi there. Surviving means
It will be in next season, though? No, there's no info on next season. Yeah, we don't know anything about that. And that said, it can only have 2 targets, yeah. "15-minute dungeon with the new affixes got to be annoying." The longer the timer, the easier the key usually is, in my opinion. So, what the hell are these things? That always been in the game. Primary stat. Where's steady? Did they get rid of it? They might have actually honestly got rid of it. Burst gem, where's that go? There is no burst gem, I guess. No high burst gem. There it is. Masterful.
Remember,
You can craft the
everything
rings by
has
learning the
its use.
progression and buying the bag that comes with the crafting reagents. Yeah, I'm all set. I got these. This is fine, I'm sure. Anything's better than the old Kata, etc. dungeons. They just weren't made for current day Mythic Plus affixes. I agree. I guess we'll never have to worry about that conversation again as well. Now we need to buy more ring enchants, versatility. Wait, what was that? I don't want this. What the fuck is this? It's taking some of my stats? No, thank you. Wait, maybe I do want that. It's a ton of stats. Wait, what? That's crazy. Alright, I guess I do want that. So, crit to mastery? I don't know. This guy again. Guess we'll just do that for now.
No one else will.
The new enchants and gems are kind of neat, actually. Yeah, it's quite unique. Alright, Stone Vault or whatever.
What up? Keep it real.
The Bad Warrior's back. Yeah, let's see how he behaves in this one. Those stat things could be good for Blood DK. We generally want all stats the same anyway. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just gain more stats than you lose, it looks like, so. Pretty good. Still enough food buff though, yeah. I was watching people test last night. Highest I saw anyone do was a 10, and their reasoning for not doing higher was the eye level scaling, that it wouldn't be real testing. That's a good point, yeah. That's kind of the main reason I was on here, so that's unfortunate. Whoa, look at this. New Dais as well, damn. Edna is a pug killer, yep. Week 10. Doing 10 week 1 is great though. No doubt. This dungeon is broken? Yeah, I've heard.
So here we are. High Skipper Irish. Or is it just Irish now? He's fled from the Hall of Awakening into the Stone Vault. He's probably running like a frightened mouse. Oh, you sleeping, cowering, timorous beastie.
Hey, Size, what's up, everybody? Welcome. Outside the first boss, it's a really cool place. Yeah, hopefully we'll get to see the first boss die this time. First week of the War Within goes live. I would love to see the Edna kill count. You mean the first season? Yeah. Our damage is crazy good, man. I love this. Probably gonna end up getting tuned, but for now I'm happy. I can get every single one myself with war themes, by the way. Really cool. Did we get a buff though? I don't see anything. Oh, I'm dead. I don't know if people are pulling this stuff for me, but that's probably way too many mobs. Classic arcane orb pull there. Oh, is that what's causing it? Right, alright. This dude's all about. No deaths on the counter though. Yeah, that's weird. Is it because we don't... Oh no, we still have Challenger's Peril, yeah. That's just maybe an add-on that does that normally? I don't even know.
What's this? Is that Golem used?
Oh, you're watching this guy stream as well? That's all the tank is pulling, really? Then when everybody started dying, he's like, okay, I don't think we should double pull there. It's crazy. Boss again, he fucking lit up though. Well, it seems a lot easier than last time we did this. Nobody died there. I guess it's only Tyrannical 2 right now because it's a 7, yeah. That shit hits fucking hard though, man. I guess it's still a whip. So it looks like we can get everyone ourselves. Lagged us out there. There's the buff. Why didn't we get it last time? Sicko Warmane, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Does the flame need to burn all the pillars? I'm not really sure how it's meant to be, honestly. Some that feels hard is probably because no one is familiar with the mechanics yet. Yep, definitely. The season hasn't even started and people are already leaving before the first boss. Yeah, it's crazy, right? This is not meant to be condescending, but don't you ever get bored of retail sometimes? No. Well, not Mythic Plus at least. I play plenty of other games outside of that, but Mythic Plus is obviously infinitely engaging. Cliff, what's up, buddy? Welcome. I just got new internet installed. It's so much faster. Nice. I still don't fully understand the actual like strategy here. I don't understand what he means. In my experience, when I played last time, it was Legion. Mythic Plus was fun. Now it looks very bloated. And it looks like player skill has gone down. Yeah, it has really gone down. Right. I assume people would want to go behind them, but yeah, that makes sense. The arrows have to be used to break the pillars, but you can't break too many because it gives a dot that stacks, right? Well, we're also at 27% counter rate. What the fuck? This room gives me raid vibes. Oh, yeah. I thought you had to be behind them to break them, but I see that's not the case now. I almost survived 4 stacks there. That's crazy. They just come out way too fast is the problem, though. Or like the mechanics happen way too fast. A really cool looking boss, yeah. If this boss is unchanged, it will be a pug pillar. Need communication for the stacks. Yeah. One at now. How looks like new Affix? Asking how I feel about it so far. We haven't really done enough to give you that answer, but as of right now, it feels like it's going to be pretty much... We're not going to actually finish a key yet again today. Batol, the warlocks later in the dungeon are deadly. Oh, yeah. Nice try, yep. Almost beat the first boss this time. I will tell you, though, I assume it's a bug. If you AMS when those orbs go out, you won't get the buff. That's probably why I didn't get it earlier then, yeah. That makes sense. Because I saw them all go out and nobody, like, it looked like they all got done, but no, I didn't get the buffs, no. Top of the morning, Dalgoritham, what's up, welcome. There's not enough people actually making keys, so we'll just start doing it. Should we try 10, or do you think it's too hard? There's no way to, like, switch it to fortified, right? Tyrannical. Yeah, this is the problem with testing with full affixes, is people don't even know the dungeons yet. Maybe we'll see Dragon Riding Dungeon today. Well, I mean, I'm down to do anything, really, so if you want me to do that one, I'll do that one. Yeah, there's no actual fix keys anymore, so... The daily snack, just typing random letters. Don't worry, we actually depleted 3 Stone Vault before these affixes. Oh yeah, it's... I mean, that one seems like impossible. I don't know how you would even finish that boss. Can you show your talents real quick? Yeah. I love the Mythic Plus testing stream. Sweet. Are the dungeons available now in beta? Going to be the first season. Correct, yep. There you go, Marco. You take a screenshot. They changed a few bosses that I saw last night that weren't in the notes. Oh, like what? How's the testing going so far? Not well. How do we lower it? I guess we don't have to lower it. We just have to set it to 7, right? Alright, let's try Batol. Well, no, it's already Batol. First boss of Batol, there's just one empty lane, but it only passes once, and then like 5 seconds later another comes. Oh, that's good to see that at least. Jeremy, welcome. We'll just make our own group, fine. Last boss of Siege was also nerfed. Cool. Before the nerfs, Azure Vault was a pretty bad dungeon in Season 1. Started to wonder whether there's a pattern with dungeons with the Vault in the name as being a bad one. Levers and beta testing is kind of wild to me. That's the entire point of testing. Yeah, this mentality is not going anywhere, sadly. It's just like, I think it's like an outside the game thing as much as it is inside the game. Because there's absolutely no incentive to leave the key that we had before the mist, right? People are just unable to actually, like, work on anything in the game. Yeah, Blood Plague looking strong. Send in feedback to make Mythic Plus system work the same as Diablo 3 Greater Rifts and life will be good. Don't think they'll be doing that. It's all about instant gratification these days. In general, I would agree with that statement, but I don't think that's why the behaviors are the way they are. Baxi, this name sounds familiar. Let's try this guy. Give him a gamble here, we'll see how it goes. Like, part of the testing is failing, you know what I mean? The whole, like, we're not gonna succeed in this. It's like, who cares? What? What's the point of succeeding on the beta? I don't understand. What's that hunter's retail IO score? It might not be good enough for this dungeon. I'll have to look them up, yeah. They're clearly listening to bad advice. Who knows? Maybe they'll look into it. Yeah, so we're still 580. Actually, 590s. No, yeah, 580 is what we're scaled to. The other number's the number it's supposed to be. I wonder why they're doing it like this. Why make it, like, I don't know. These changes are like, nobody's going to be able to do a 12 in this gear, right? What affixes are actually on this key? Yeah, just the ones that are supposed to be there. Yep. Ascendant, Tyrannical, and Challenger's Peril. I don't think we have any way to change it now. There's no affix like thing anymore. I still have quarter stars though. We can try quarter stars with I should do that and see what happens. That would be funny actually. They removed it since I made the character, but I'm so happy they gave hunters a knock-up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, big changes for all the classes, it seems like. And hunter, welcome. Let's see what you got here. I don't even recognize some of these talents. What the hell is that? Emergency Salve, Feign Death and Aspect that Terror removes poison and disease effects. Whoa, that's powerful. Who left now? Jeez, what the fuck are these people doing? I'm glad we're able to proc our own binding shot now. Oh, really? Oh, because you can knock the mobs up? That's cool. Do you think the Blood DK is going to be meta in the next expansion? I haven't even thought about that yet. That's not something that's even on my mind. I tried Blood DK yesterday and I was just getting destroyed by mobs. Not sure what I was doing wrong. Any tips? That's how it works. You got to time your disc strikes and use your CDs well. That's just Blood DK, it seems. Alright, everybody's here. Guys, offline again. I can't find anyone playing AUG. The Scale Commander Hero talent looks busted. Oh, you haven't tried it? Blizzard made some huge buffs to Preservation, Evoker, and Devastation. More players might roll Healer this season. Nice. Hey, Bird, welcome back. How you doing, man? Welcome. I love this new dais. Holy shit, this is cool looking, huh? God, that's fucking good looking. Preservation looks cracked, to be honest. Is that a good thing? Or is it needs glue or something? You need to repair it? I can never remember if that's a good or a bad thing. That is a good thing. Okay. Why? Can you explain that slang to me? Like, if my phone was cracked, it would be very bad. Very, like, fucking disaster. You know what I mean? So I'm not really sure why cracked means good in some situations. Have they leaked July's trading post yet? Leaked it? Yeah, I don't think they leak it. But no, they haven't posted about it yet. It's like 5 days away still. Not sure if you saw any of the Holy Pally stuff yesterday, Metro, but they got rid of Glimmer of Light. Oh, wow, really? No, I didn't see anything. I would definitely like to see Holy Pally, but I'll probably just wait until everything's done and final before I look into it. They do monster DPS now? Uh-oh. Holy Pally's top again. How has the change been with these strange changes? It's pretty much impossible. We've yet to finish a boss, so I'll let you know when we finish some dungeons. If Holy Pally goes live as it is, we are gonna feast. Oh, that's good too, right? You want to feast, I think. Yeah, as long as you don't have the feast that you're having be cracked. Or no, that would also be good. As long as it's cooked. Cooking, as long as the feast is cooked. No, that's bad. Cooked is bad. Somehow. Even though, again, who's going to eat raw? Like, my steak is not cooked. That's great. Nobody says that. What's been causing the wipes? The dungeons. Just like last time we were on here. Let them cook. They have to cook, right? Like, it's mandatory. You'll die. You can get Ebola or something like that. Alright, anyway, let's recheck one more time. If I'm cooking is good, then how did I'm cooked becomes bad? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense. I've been saying that for months now. Where does this fucking slang come from? It literally doesn't even make sense. It's like counterproductive to its own statements. Yummy uncooked meat? Oh, come on, bro. Nobody likes uncooked meat. I think cracked come from Apex Legends. Meant the guy had no shields left, and people in other games started saying he's cracked, not knowing what it meant. That actually makes a lot of sense, because that, yeah. The actual word doesn't sound like it would be the right word. Alright, we're gonna try pulling this with the Drake. Let's see this. Trying to start, like, learning, optimizing routes in here. Hey, hey, Arno, what's up, buddy? Long time no see. A nice medium rare steak. Nothing tops that, though. No need to be cooked all the way. I agree. I like medium rare. I usually say medium, but medium rare. Grau reacted to your video yesterday? Oh, which one? About the lever or about the keys? Hopefully about the lever. What did he have to say? The affixes? Ah, that's unfortunate. Well, what did he have to say about that one? I was hoping he was going to watch the one about that guy who was trolling the group or whatever. That one's going to go off, so that one buffs the enemy. It's actually hard to get every single one. You have to be very patient. The video made me sad, honestly. The streamer guy was a real nice dude. Yeah, it was really disappointing. Then you don't want to be fried, because that means you're overcooked. That's true, yeah, I suppose so. He said that you are possibly overreacting a bit, but he can also see your points. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't really feel like I overreacted. Maybe on the thing about that timer loss thing, like maybe that's an overreaction, but otherwise, well, I mean, yeah. Pretty much exactly how it's playing out so far is how I expect it to go. It's hard to tell because of the scaling in here. I'm assuming some big WoW announcement was made recently. Yeah, it's actually insane, like the changes they just made. What's all that about a beta? Oh, okay, so beta is like their testing for the next expansion that's coming up. So that started a while ago, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff to test on here now, so. So you basically have to choose which ones you want to use this on, and then you're just sitting here doing almost nothing. If there was a way to get off this, it'd probably be faster at this point. Maybe the real test is do an 11 and then do a 12 and compare. I mean, I don't think we can even upgrade a 7 at this point, but yeah. We'll see how it goes. This one's going a little bit better than the last one at least. It feels annoying having this during a time run. I wish they got rid of this mechanic. It is definitely not the worst staked. Like, this could be a lot worse is what I'm trying to say, but it's not the worst thing. It could be worse. What hero talents are you using? Grim Reaper or whatever it's called. Deathbringer. He did a really good job of killing these. I assume people are going to want to probably spread out the damage to the point where they just walk by and just pull all of it together and finish it off. As of right now, though, Batol's actually been my favorite dungeon, which is crazy to say. It's the only one I have any real experience with, like multiple sessions of experience with, but definitely my favorite so far. Is Purg still a talent? Yes, luckily. If they ever remove that, that'd be awful. I like the boat one with the city below. Oh, you like that one? That one's definitely gonna be my least favorite, I'd imagine. Unless something crazy happens. I haven't seen the last boss, so maybe I'll agree with that when we see it. Hope the mage knows how to decurse. The warlock curses near the second boss is just busted. Oh, yeah. If you want to watch Grawl reacting to your video, it's 3 hours and 5 minutes. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I might. Thanks for letting me know. I'll probably forget, but... This actually comes out more frequently than Gorfian's is up, so that's going to be unfortunate. But we got them all anyway, it looks like. Yeah, so it's like just 2 waves and then it takes a little break, basically. That's a big change. Oh, you see this? Oh, that's not great. Because is it the same spell ID as regular Death and Decay? Does it count? I guess that now that if I don't have Sanguine Ground, it doesn't really matter. I don't know how it interacts with the spells that buff Death and Decay. Does Death Grip and Grasp work on the Orbifix? Yes. I see. So there's only the one free every time is what's happening. Yeah, they changed this substantially. Gotta really get these and move them to the back. Wait, what the hell is this? Oh, you can attack those drakes too? I think like ground effects to cover the lanes. That's what I'm saying. They need to make sure that these are far away from the boss, I feel like. It's gonna be a fucking pain in the ass fight to tank because it's really hard to see exactly which one's free with all the shit on the ground. People are gonna be probably constantly doing that wrong and then blaming me for not moving him properly. This boss is hard. If this goes live, no one will play this dungeon. I mean, they have to. You can't not play some dungeons. You don't love visual clutter. I mean, it's not really clutter. It's actually just overlay. Clutter is one thing, but it's actually hard to see. Haven't seen this dungeon before. Yeah, this was a Cataclysm dungeon. This dungeon was out before you and I even met each other. A long run back. Oh, there's a stun. Alright, well I guess we're not gonna be able to solo this. It's that Shadow Flame Bolt that's the stun? Is that? What's the stun? Oh, fuck. And this is spawning. Alright, yeah. This is gonna be hard to solo shit in this season. At least at the low key level. Oh, just die. Time to implement Faxi's idea. Clear that pack in the back to unlock the checkpoint. Oh, yeah, right. Whoa, bro. What's up, long time to see how you doing today? I'm doing swell. How about you? There the mob goes. 200% haste. Yeah. It's gonna be really hard to solo stuff now. My knockup doesn't get rid of the affix. Really? Oh, damn. That sucks. Is the boss gonna aggro? I think Seer Mind is the stun. Okay, I guess the boss is gonna aggro. This is the thing that sucks the most about this dungeon. A patrolling boss. Like, oh man, I'm ready to move on from that idea. Too old school for me. Gorfiends does work, yep. Very well, I would say. Probably the best actual option. As long as it's up, I can get every single one. Pretty sure that can be dispelled, right? People are oftentimes going to get them before I do, though, and then it seems like it's not a good idea to use Gorfiends for if you're only going to get a few. I think everybody should wait as long as possible to get it, and then just let somebody get them all. But probably a lot of people don't realize that Gorfiends is going to get them all. It's probably one of the only ones that are like purely circular, right? Where's this boss? He's all... Wait, has he not padding now? I think this happened last time we did this. What happens if the cast and the fix goes off? It buffs the trash that you're currently fighting. I'm not sure how bad it really is, but yeah, obviously you don't want it to happen. In-cap roar is probably going to be good. Oh yeah, that's true. That's another one that's totally circular. You got 4 there, and that's a 40% damage increase, I guess. I don't know what haste actually does for enemies like that, but... Shaman Capac is another one. Yep, that's true. That one's probably going to be really hard to use, though, because you don't really have a lot of time before you need to use it. Alright, this is the one that does the frontal, right? Axe. Yes, the frontal. It's always the frontal first. Won't only one affix make it repetitive and boring. That was my thought too, so we'll see. Oh, this is the one I'm supposed to fight, right? No, it can't be. What is the sword one? I don't remember. War Stomp can only hit 5 though. Oh yeah, War Stomp has a cap on how many targets it hits, right? Alright, Mace is the one that you're meant to move from. The swords is just a tank breaker, I guess. Ring of Peace works on them? I don't know the answer to that. Possibly. If Cop was here, we'd know. I wouldn't mind an affix where a screen pops up where you have to enter your credit card details and failure to do so reduces damage. Okay. Alright, this is the tank breaker thing, so we need to ready our arsenal. Oh, and Gorfiends didn't even get some of those, you see that? That's real bad. There's just nowhere to kite him. Oh, we're dead. How are the new affixes? They're hard to give a feedback on right now, honestly. If you've done Razagets with the orbs, you know how to get rid of the affix thingy. I don't think you need to have done that fight to realize that any type of disruption works. But if the people are saying that the knockup doesn't work, it makes you think things like Ring might not work. So DK gets Gorfiends, but has to spare it for the affix? No, they don't have to. I mean, they already had Gorfiends, so even if you, even if it was last expansion, you might still consider taking it for that reason. That affix looks like another reason to bring Vengeance again. Yeah, maybe. I'm so tired of Vengeance meta. Well, it's... Don't forget, this affix only exists for 1 week on keys sub 12, so... The good thing about this change, which didn't get talked about at all yesterday, but the really good thing about this change is that the people doing the top keys will actually have a different meta than the people doing keys with these affixes. So hopefully, people will actually fucking use their brains and realize that the people doing the top keys are playing it differently than these keys, and there will be different reasons to bring different things to both. But probably not. Does Explosive Trap work? Yeah, maybe Fax will answer that. We'll see. Not the new one. Oh, no. But it's probably a bug, maybe. You significantly underestimate the average IQ of WoW players? No, I don't. Like I said, they probably won't, but they hopefully will. Like, there's more and more incentives to start caring about different compositions now, you know? So the barrier to entry for 12 is way higher now? Possibly. It's hard to tell because we're still really undergeared compared to what we'll be at the end of the season. But it does seem like that may be the case, yeah. Warrior seems like it would be decent with Shockwave and Intimidating Shout. Yeah, Intimidating Shout will get everyone. I don't know what the actual like range on it is, but... Shockwave is small and Intimidation is only for 4 targets. Oh, okay. Can you show your talents? Quickly, if you want to take a screenshot, you can, yeah. 3, 2, 1, closing it. Got it, tank. Sorry, you got me killed. Damn it. No cheat death trinket, so we don't have the luxury to do that anymore. Alright, we're gonna start running. Probably just wipe again now, I guess, with 1 DPS up, but... But yeah, outside of Gorfiends and I guess Fear Sigil, I'm not really sure of a ton of things that would hit every single mob every time. I guess you guys are saying Incapacitating Roar from Druid does? I don't know. Does Vengeance Pull not work? Oh, I assume it probably does, yeah. Forgot about that one. Do spells and kicks work like Raz? I don't know. Don't think the spells work at all now. Just stay over here, I guess. Blinding Light from Pally gets most of them? Oh yeah, maybe. Forgot about that one. We're just gonna pull trash, so yeah, just wipe it up.
You break easy.
I don't know if this bot, like, I don't know. This patrolling boss really blows. This is definitely not good design at all. It sounds like a multi-character affix to get them all. Or just one Gorfiend's Grasp, yeah. As long as they're all close enough, I guess. Maybe that's going to happen more than I thought it would, but... Binding Sheet only broke 5. They have a cap. Oh, really? Yeah, that's why I was wondering how many things have caps. Doesn't, I mean, it doesn't say it as a cap. I think it's good. It gets people at lower keys to use their CCs and get used to those keybinds. Yeah, sure. It's only going to be up like one every couple weeks though, right? This boss is a patrol back in BC. BC, what? Kata, yeah. This is a, it's still a patrol, yep. Really annoying, honestly. But I think they need to make him a patrol because if he stays on one side of the hallway, it's impossible. And if he stays on the other side of the hallway, it's a joke. So they try to make it like, you know, the hallway is part of the fight, unfortunately. But because it's such a dangerous thing to pull the boss by accident, you can't really risk, like, you have to sit here and wait for him. Because we can't go up and fight that trash. Like, by the time we get to it, he'll be there. Is there any way to join Mythic Plus on the beta? It's a guy in the wrong realm, let me guess. How's the testing going? Not great so far. I mean, really as expected, I guess, is what I should continue saying. But I thought it would go a little bit better today after all the changes. I thought for sure they'd have the tuning changed, but I guess not. Is it a kind of boss you can pull trash with? Maybe, but not for very long because there's too much kiting. Most of the trash in this area is actually a caster, so... Interested to see how this goes. Nord, welcome. It's not going great. You did some great nerfs to Siege Braus. Before it was a nightmare. Oh, really? What'd they change? Presumably this is fire damage I think we're taking, right? Don't know, my damage type weak aura is not working. I guess I should try again though and see maybe it's working now. But if that doesn't work, I'm gonna be a lot worse next expansion. Throngus, he has some great lines. Oh, really? I moved him too early. Oh shit, he's gonna catch me. Yep. Is this a gear issue or pure overtuning issue? A gear issue, definitely. Hey Doom, what's up, everybody? Welcome. Used to have 2 Demolisher Tentacles at the end. DPS had to stand at range. It made no sense. Oh, really? Now there's just one. Cool. Is this dungeon a rework from previous expansions? Correct. Cataclysm. Alright, don't move until he starts the new cast. But again, we're dropping shit in terrible spots. I guess I'll just try to keep him on over here or something. I don't know. I didn't get anything with workings there. Too far. This is probably the most like tank-centric fight I've ever seen though. Every single mechanic is on the tank. Congrats to all players for removing shit affixes. Yeah. Let's see how it goes. That's a checkpoint there, isn't it? A lot of kiting for that boss. Right, that's one of the 3 mechanics. I guarantee people are going to cry about having to kill orbs that spawn when they have to move for a mechanic. Oh yeah, I mean, like, this affix sounds way worse and harder than anything they removed, right? Especially when now that we know it's probably going to be very hard for one person to get them all. This is certainly harder than any affix that they removed. How's the new Blood DK style feel? Very good. I really, really like Blood DK right now. It's somehow even more fun. And I don't know exactly how much tankier it is, but it does feel like it's got to be way more tankier. But we do lose the cheat death trinket, so that's gonna hurt. That alone might make it worse than it is right now. Done. Okay, I will die. They should just make the orbs automatically buff players instead. Wouldn't want to challenge players too much. Yeah, I agree. That's... Yeah, Blizzard really fucked up, man. This pack is hard. WTF. Yeah, I don't. I wish I had my damage type weaker on so we can see exactly what's happening. Let's see if maybe it works now. We'll start with Blood Shield because that one's a little bit less problematic if it doesn't work. Blood Shield seems to be like having the same issue as the damage type weak core, I think. It's super tanky with Sandland. I need to reload. Do you think the Leech nerfs have much of an effect on Blood DK? No, not really. Leech is nice, but it's mostly overhealing. Yeah, this is the thing that people said they needed to encourage, right? Is it working? No, it's not working. This guy hits so hard. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, then enrage, I guess is why. I think maybe it is working. Didn't I disable the... I don't remember. I'll have to take a look at it. Hopefully I can remember. Alright, this guy's just a monster. put its mob in here. Don't think we can skip all this, by the way, with the count looking like it is. Oh, I don't have the actual macro, that's why. Did they remove the Drake section of Grim Batol? No. I don't have it now. I have to get it from my other character. The music in here actually fucking blows, though. It's just the same thing over and over and over again. Really boring. This dungeon's not bad. I actually don't dislike it at all right now. But the music sucks. The idea of Grim Batol is cool. Yeah, really cool. I love that noise they make when they get broken too. That's really cool sounding. Is this cat a classic? No. Why would it be? Just because Grim Batol, I guess, yeah. So you can probably skip like all of this, huh? Don't know that we want to, but let's see what count looks like. Yeah, I don't think Grim Batol had these mechanics. The original one. I need to get that macro. Scorpion's not even working because I'm constantly clicking on something behind me. Grim Batol already more of success than Vortex Pinnacle. It's definitely way better than Vortex, yeah. But it's just a better starting point. Like Vortex was a terrible idea no matter what they were going to do with it. Alright, so these ones you really don't want. You probably want to burn one down, huh? I don't think you want both of them doing all of this shit at the same time. Nice ice scythe animation. I love that. That's one of my favorite things about the spec now. And it happens so frequently with this build. It's cool. Well, like to have some problems here. How did we stop so many of them? What the fuck? Oh, we didn't. They just went off and hit the boss. Yeah, looks like it doesn't work. Oh, it's not even like I actually have it on and it's just not working. I heard vengeance might not be good in the war within. From who? Random videos? Oh yeah, I think they're wrong. Vengeance lost a tier set and Illuminate Sigil, so no double CC Sigil for them. Yep. It actually like lags when I grip everything. It's fine.
Dragon, you will do as I command.
That was easy.
Catch me! If they do not kill you, I will do it myself.
Oh, there's more. Vengeance is decent, not part of Exodia anymore. Oh yeah. That'd be an awesome low-key moment when people do this fight for the first time in a long time. They don't realize there's a second part of the boss and they run off. Wait, why the hell did they spawn over here? I mean, I can try to stop that. Yeah, soloing is like dead in this season, huh? Well, at least with this affix. There's two. Yeah, I guess it must be two now in the second phase. They buffed Prop Pally a decent bit. Oh, why? What'd they do? Fancy strategies over there, Jesus. Bad graveyard location, Blizzard? Yep, welcome to WoW. Good thing we're losing 15 seconds per death, huh? Lightsmith Prop Pally is basically a second Aug Evoker now. Is it? – 15 seconds per death now, yep. You're ready to get punished for dying, yep. Why do you need even more punishment? I guess because they got rid of all the other affixes. That's the only thing I can think of, but that's what they're going for. Can we grip the mob before it fixates is the question. Yes. Not necessarily the best choice, but... Gorfine's it too, obviously. Blizzard are crazy, yep. No way Challenger's Peril sticks. Honestly, looks like a placeholder to test now. Could do. I don't know, I'm not sure I'd say it's a placeholder, but... Yeah, and there's a knockback too, right? It's not a good idea because they can fix in a melee and instant explode the ad. Yeah, you're probably right. Where are the tornadoes coming from? I don't even know. It'll never be on me though as a tank, right? This is a very, very hard fight. Hey, Harry, long time no see. Metro, can show me talents quick? Sure, sure. There you are. Take a screenshot though, because we gotta run back. I don't want to run off. Closing it. 3, 2, 1. I bet my left kidney, radar IO. Oh yeah, I see we got good crash. What's happening? Not much, man. How you been? Long time to see. There's a lot of trash apparently. In Cata, it could be on the tank. Who knows about retail though? Oh, Ryan, what's up, buddy? Long time no see as well. Welcome. Back on the PC. Sorry again for the random letter span earlier. Oh, no worries, man. You're not the first or the last person to do that. The amount of personal damage and group buffs Lightsmith Prop Pally brings was already great, and now it's 60% buffed. Nice. This is speedrunning, people flaming each other for dying to literally anything. I can already imagine people slamming a negative 15 in the chat when they're fed up with someone dying. I'm not sure I've ever seen anybody do that before, but maybe. Long time no see, just lurking, watching some Mythic Plus. Looking forward to the War Within. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Glad to see you guys. How's Harry's? How's League of Legends going for him? The Affix seems to cause a lot of performance problems. Yeah, whenever I Gorfians it just lags like crazy. I got a tank for this Ryan guy. Good thing you had such a great coaching session with me. I fell off big time, bro. Oh, really? I'm sorry to hear that. Alright, yeah, I don't know that we'll kill this fight, to be honest. This is going to be very, very challenging. There's no way to reset Lust yet either, I guess. I've been enjoying Druid of the Claw Guardian. Yeah, the Druid ones look really good. Harry will say he will tank, then get himself scammed by some guy in trade chat. And then blame Blizzard again and quit. I still can't believe he fucking did that. I'm back though. Good. I'm glad you decided to not do that anymore. Apparently Sandland Holy is Turbo Pumper. Oh yeah. That's good, right? I think that's good. If the buff right as the boss transitions. Perfect. They tied together 2 spells. That's minus 2 GCDs in the opener. Oh, cool. Harry said he will never play Blizzard again. Took 5 minutes of Mob Remix for him to come back. Oh, yeah. Did you play Mob Remix? What did you think of it? Gives much better burst DPS access. Nice. Oh, it's on the tank now. I'm the only one alive. Didn't really rate it. Oh, you don't like it? I'm still playing it. I love it. Probably my favorite version of WoW ever that it's not like an endgame focus type thing. I miss Plunderstorm. Oh yeah, that was fun, right? You guys had a lot of time spent into that too. Well, we got 51 deaths. Time lost 4 minutes and 15 seconds. I think it's more than that. Harry dislikes that higher groups expect him to have gear and not get hard carried in Mob Remix. Well, realistically, it's a stupid thing because I'm literally able to solo the raids. I've been going and soloing the raids now, so I don't know why anybody would worry about somebody getting carried when you have so many people in the group. Are you still scaled? Take what's up? Yes. Unfortunately, they haven't really changed the scaling. I don't know why. Thunder was dope. Should have stayed. Remix definitely loses ambition fast. Oh yeah. Yeah, not for me. It's just like so repetitive. I could play it for the rest of my life, I feel like. Mop, I think, is the big reason why, though, to be honest. Mop is like such a great expansion. I could play that for the rest of my life and not be dissatisfied with it. Does the ad dying cause all that damage? If the ad runs into the player, it wipes us. Very, very punishing. You were scaled up to a 7, up to in 7 to 597. Yep. How close are you to 100% achievement on Remix? I'm almost done. I won't ever get all of the achievements, but the ones I am still doing, I will be done soon. $50 deaths is like 12-minute time loss or something. That's what I was thinking, yeah. Didn't the ad used to drop a puddle when it died too? I'm glad it doesn't do that anymore. Oh, this guy's fire. Looking really good. You're getting long-term value on Remix? Oh yeah, I've played it like pretty much every single day since it's been out. Not necessarily, but I put like an hour in every day on average. Maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours every day on average. Which may not sound like a lot to some people, but like that's more than I put into any game that's not retail WoW ever, I think. Like not progression content WoW ever. What's your slash played on Remix? I'm not sure. Probably like only like 2 days played or something like that, but just logging onto it every day is what I meant. Remix is good stuff. Been doing raid carries for the community. People finally stop getting mad. Are you 476? No, and not in Remix, no. Not yet. They just don't die fast enough, I feel like. This fight's really, really hard. On top of that, the Affix makes this fight like pretty much impossible. People have to run away from the orbs as they spawn. And this is 4? No, it's tyrannical, yeah. How long was that fight? Guess it doesn't say anymore. 2 minutes and 32 seconds, and we weren't even really halfway done with the dragon. So that was gonna be like a 4-minute fight, probably. Not that it's gonna matter past 10. No, you're right, but I think it's gonna be a long time before people get to 10. Considering we've yet to actually finish a key today, I don't know. Who's gonna be upgrading keys the first few weeks? What does the Affix do? I got a whole video on it from yesterday. I would definitely check that out. There's a lot going on. That's hard to summarize it. The dragon ends at 50% health. Oh, yeah. Okay, good call. Forgot about that. Well, I guess I'll quit Mythic Plus for good. No, you won't. I don't believe you. Yeah, you're right. That's at 50. I forgot about that. Hey, Skytide, how's the spicy new affixes? Yeah, they're tough. It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Just like sometimes it's just mechanically very, very difficult, maybe impossible. If I don't have Gore Fiends up for it, I don't expect anybody to be able to do it. Do any of the new affixes buff healers? What do you mean? It's only the one new one. Wouldn't shock me if they lowered the amount of orbs that spawn. Just give them a second extra. That would be the way I would change it. Just make it so they take a second longer to finish their cast. The blue post was confusing as hell. I don't know why people were saying it wasn't. That was probably the most complicated thing I've ever seen them say or announce.
If they do not kill you, I will do it myself.
That's actually a pretty good idea. I wonder if a second one would even spawn. Most people only care about the 12 update and saw affixes were basically removed. Oh, right. Perhaps that's why they don't actually care about the health of the game. Yeah. Oh, we missed the trap, I guess. Oh, there we go. No, it broke that. So silence sigil is overpowered? I don't know that silence works, but the CC one probably does. The death timer fix is so odd, it's just kind of lazy. Yeah, I agree. Anything that worked on Raz to get the orbs? No, I don't think so. You can't interrupt them. Those ones you were able to interrupt, right? Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't tried. You can interrupt them? Oh, really? All high-end players will be full kit by week 6 and no more changes to the keys they'll be doing. I expect engagement will plummet. Yeah, that's my big concern as well. Yeah, you're right. You can interrupt them. He keeps breaking the fucking trap. I'm trying to see if another one will spawn in its place if you keep the first one out. Sometimes there's mechanics like that where CCing them is the best course of action. Okay, finally killed it. That eyesight animation is incredible. I love it. Yeah, it's awesome. Only one spawn in the last 3. That's what I was thinking, maybe because of the trap. Hopefully we'll actually finish this one so we can finally see an overall chart. That heal absorb is wild. Yeah, I don't know what's even causing it. What mob? I like your monkey paw analogy. They're going to get what they keep asking for and hate the result. That's what I'm worried about, yeah. Because I really don't think like most of the people complaining in the general population are actually complaining because they don't like affixes. They're just complaining because they fucking suck at the game and they don't want to suck at the game anymore, so they're blaming affixes for it. And in reality, it's the affixes have like almost no impact on their success rate. Besides Tyrannical and Fortified, I would personally say the affixes have absolutely no impact on my success rate. It's sometimes difficult to do the affixes, but it's almost never that you actually wipe and lose a key over it. How much haste does the affix give? 20% when you get all of them. Yeah, Tyrannical and Fortified obviously have big impacts on the key, but other than that, I wouldn't really say anything else does. And red's still crazy. I don't know how the hell you're supposed to survive that. Yeah, obviously Tyrannical is way worse for us than Fort. It's Tyrannical and Fort at 10 no matter the week with this new system though, right? Yep, correct. It's funny that the top 1% are latching onto the ideas from people that get the title, thinking it'll make them get the title too. So what's happening here? I think there's just a lot of people that can't think for themselves, honestly. Like, very... Yeah. It's pretty obvious to me, at least, but... Oh yeah, we don't actually have count. So we can't skip all the shit we skipped. Can't remember what this actually does. It's a very different fight. I have to like identify where it's collapsing on and get to it. Well, that's just super unfair there. Stunned or something. Not sure what's happening. I'm unable to play my character right now. Backseat DC or something. What is the stun? Is it me walking into these tentacles? I think that's what's causing that. I mean, needs to fucking clear these because there's nowhere to go. Can we run through them in AMS? Nope. Just getting chain stunned by them. Oh, like what? How are you supposed to deal with this? Gotta be a way to clear them. I mean, I didn't even walk into that one, I don't think. That one just stunned me without my fucking failure. Alright. These dungeons are gonna be... This is gonna be the hardest season ever, for sure. Hardest fucking season ever. It's not even gonna be close. I don't even think it's gonna be close. Unless they're so fucking off on the tuning that the keys are just a joke. But like, how are people not gonna die in this fight, right? And then one death is another 15 seconds lost. The season just has so many fights that are just set up to kill you. Should get count while we're here. I guess not. Forget it. Hopefully this season is miserable and then people will complain about the Affix system that they asked for. Yeah, there'll be some good views on YouTube if we have that. Don't you have human racial to remove stuns? Not normally. It is a human currently, but that has nothing to do with the complaints. If you get stunned every 3 seconds, it's going to be hard to get out of it. Is it fun at least? Not really, no. I mean, it's not any more fun than what we had before. Like, certainly a fight like this is Affix is way, 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 way harder than any of the affixes they removed, right? Think about the affixes they just removed. Which one impacts a boss? None. The feedback didn't come from people on beta, so everyone will just say they love the change. Yeah. I mean, it's just going to be way harder, so whether or not you like that, it's going to just be up to you, I guess, but... Let's try to run through these. Okay, you can't AMS it, but they go away real quick. AMS goes away, I mean. Fax, he gets them there, I think. Will mob and boss tuning help the huge change from keys to 11? Hold on, I can't read this right now. I gotta focus on this ridiculous mechanic. Okay, will boss and mob tuning help the huge change from 11 to 12? Obviously, yes, but will it, like, do you expect it to? I don't. I expect it to be very hard, the jump from 11 to 12. I don't think the majority of the player base will like it being this hard. No, I don't think so. They will, yeah. Don't think they will either. Did we finally get all those GoPro videos transferred? Yeah. Just gonna delete those. They didn't want the affixes because they were hard, so now without them, I hope they find keys to be easier. Yeah, they're not gonna be. They're gonna be way harder. Oh, guess we're lagging too. I mean, as of right now, this, like I said, this affix is way harder than anything we've done yet. They aren't gonna nerf the boss to the ground just to help people do 12s. Nope. Getting rid of affixes and push keys is going to just make the highest keys done as soon as we have the gear. No week-to-week progression. That's what I've been saying, yeah. The affixes not automatically being the easiest and hardest, quote-unquote, they can be. It means that you're going to pretty much... Or the fact that that is going to happen means you're pretty much going to hit your ceiling very quickly. I don't expect anyone other than streamers playing higher than 11 since the rewards max out before then. There's a lot of people playing it. I don't know why you didn't say that. I don't get why people say streamers. What do you think? Like every good player in the world streams and that's it? Plenty of streamers who don't even play the game seriously. Like they're just casuals and collectors. I never understand why that gets said. Alright, let's run through a bunch of these. That one didn't, I didn't even get that one. Actually it does, yeah, it's just, this fight's just insane. New routes, shortcuts, and tricks will make for some small progression over time. Yeah, not much so. Since everybody just watches the top players and uses what they use, there won't really be much to look at. In fact, he's clearing them too, sweet. Anything that give you a stun immunity will work. There's pretty much like no way to do that mechanic with these things in that circle. I think I'd rather have Sanguine do double healing than have this orb affix. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no affix in the game that they currently removed that has any impact on bosses. And right now, this affix is the hardest part of some bosses. Like, having to actually do that mechanic during all these other mechanics is nearly impossible. I don't know how they would expect you to do it. I watch you and use what I learned from you to adjust my routes. Sweet. Every good player pretty much watches streamers. It's an interconnected relationship, right? I mean, we saw how people handled the explosive when all you had to do was hit it once. Right, that's a great example, actually. That was probably the easiest affix ever in the game, and people demanded it get removed. I mean, you mean if the things are not getting done, then that's fight. It's pretty much like just me. I don't think anybody can do the ones that I've done when it's during that overlap. Like everybody has one that is you need to be near it, right? Like how is anybody going to get those if they're out in the middle of that shit on the ground? Seems to me like they're trying to make loot drop sources equivalent in difficulty, so a 10 is scaled to mythic raid level. But that's what I was saying yesterday. I think a 12 is now meant to be like ultra hard, like mythic raid kind of thing, you know? But I don't know. This is basically the same mechanic as Wrath of Geth. Gotcha. Did the orbs spawn based on the number of enemies? No. They spawn the same number every time. Oh, I just don't have my AMS. That's, yeah, okay. I don't have the AMS weak ore. That's, see, look at this. How the fuck are you supposed to do this? Oh, that guy was able to run over and get it. Do you think you can do this key on a cold, rainy night in Stoke? I don't know what that means. Okay, here comes ads. They're spawning from all over the place. I think they all spawn from one side. $12 is actually easier than 11 right now because you don't have that ridiculous affix. Not when I tested it. But I guess we didn't test in 11. The affix is only hard mechanically, and in theory, if you can get every one, it's obviously way easier. I didn't even get them all with Gorpians, so those are all going to go off. If your group doesn't have a blood DK, it's GG. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Solo saving is dead. Yep, I cannot solo save anything ever again. The eggs in this dungeon are Twilight Drakes, right? It means that they're void infused. I wonder if we see more Twilight Drakes in the War Within. Oh, definitely. That was a huge theme coming out of Dragonflight. Yeah, Blood DK is really good for this fight, I guess. I could also stop the knockback, which I'm not really paying attention to quite yet, but... Are we gonna actually kill the boss? Looks like it. It's still spawn. Oh, those ones were line of sight from the one I gripped. Wow, they spawned in this shit. Let's see what Pax has to say. Don't kill ads until after his AoE pulse. The ads make us take more damage when they die. Oh, interesting. That makes sense. Mega Smiley says, nice, thanks. Finished a key with 76 deaths. That's very nice. Will you be making a video on your review of the beta testing? Yeah, I'm probably going to do this for the rest of the week, so this weekend we'll probably have a video. We'll see how tomorrow goes. Maybe it won't be fun for more than 3 days, but if it does go well tomorrow, then we'll keep going, I guess. Nice job all around. That Holy Poly is putting in some work. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's very hard to fucking heal on the beta. When I used to heal on the beta, it was when I used to play healer, it was pretty much impossible for me to play betas. Because if my entire UI didn't work exactly, wow, that only gave 3%. What the fuck? If my entire UI didn't work the way I would expect it to, then yeah, that's bugged as fuck or something. Anyway, if my UI didn't work the way I wanted it to, then it would pretty much be impossible for me to heal. So you pretty much can't skip anything in here unless you don't skip the shit in the hallway there. Because we didn't skip a single mob in the first hallway. And we only skipped like 4 packs here and we don't have count at all. Seems like you might actually need to pull every single pack in here and besides the hallway, or just pull the whole hallway, I guess. Realistically, you probably want to skip these. The hallway is probably way easier. Did I missed the first half of the dungeon. Killing with the Drake still gives count. I don't think we killed anything with the Drakes, but I assume it does. I think it's City of Threads. I only did it once, but there are so many mobs in that dungeon that don't give any count. Oh, really? So that's probably bugged then, right? Still fewer deaths than me in my live runs. And me, no, welcome. It looks like that's that, yeah. So we can actually stop that cast from going out. The Shadow Fame Bolt does a lot, but I think that's the one that we want to let go and then stop everything else. Why does it spawn 20 orbs? Who thought this was a good idea? Yeah, so we pretty much can't skip anything in here. It's a long-ass dungeon as it is. I have got to start recording. Yes, you do. I helped some guildies in 10 really life pools. It was so horrible. 12 minutes over time. 53 deaths. Jeez. Yeah, like these mobs are way easier than the ones outside, right? So pretty much everything in the first split gets killed, obviously, because you use the Drakes for that. And then, yeah, you gotta figure out what you want to skip on this side. These trash packs seem very easy, and you can probably combine both of those. The pack with like an Ogron guy or whatever, that's just a regular rock elemental guy. That's probably hard compared to these ones, but these ones are very easy. Some casts that are dodgeable, and then this one kick that we can get every time. This one didn't upgrade, guys. Try again. Beat the timer to upgrade your Keystone. How about you eat a fucking dick? Alright, well, I'm not even gonna... Oh yeah, the overall thing doesn't even work, right? Or it's... Why are we in combat? There we go. Is it gonna show over? No, I guess it still doesn't work. But there's the overall chart. Fire Mage still very, very, very valuable pick to keys. But DK still best healer. Death Strike. 78 minutes, yeah. I feel like once people get used to the instance, the packs we just do, you'll do a boss with the boss. Yeah, maybe. I think you're right. Those ones are pretty easy to do with the boss. Death Strike, top damage or top healing. It's surprising. Back to that. In terms of overall damage, Blood Plague and Exterminate are the top. Love seeing that. Shattering Bone all the way down to lowly 8th. That's crazy. There's just too many globals to maximize its use, I feel like, anymore. And that's without Bone Storm. Alright, what should we do next? How about... yeah, alright, we got Necrotic Wake. We'll just do that. Oh, actually, no. Core Stars. I'm going to try Court. It doesn't show up. Fuck. It's not on the list, damn it. We can't even list it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, we won't do that. It's funny, though. How'd you set up Deathbringer? What do you mean? I need to make lunch. AFK for a bit. No, thanks for coming, man. Hunter definitely got nerfed a little yesterday, but still feels good. I was playing a little weird off talents. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it looks solid. Red Pally's still going nuts. 1.05, and that's a B, guys. You see the B? Dumb question, but I assume being able to change your keystone is beta exclusive. Yes, correct. That would be a very powerful spell if you had that in your spell book. All right, what should we try? Let's do the one that we hate. Get that out of the way while we're still fresh. Dawnbreaker. The Deathbringer talent, like, there's nothing to, you just pick all of them. You get all of them. So, what do you want me to show you? You get all of them. Would be cool if that would be a profession or something, but probably OP, like you said. Oh no, that would change the game fundamentally, so that's not happening. All right, Dawnbreaker. You can pick up A or B for some of them. Oh yeah, my bad. You're right about that. Well, that's what I got anyway. Painful Death. Wither Away, that seems like broken as fuck. Death Messenger, reducing the cooldown of these things is quite nice. Hey, they're already making questionable decisions for High Mythic Plus, so why not have people craft their keystones? I would like to see it as a system that you can actually interact with from finishing dungeons. I've talked about this for years now, but the like a currency that you get at the end of the key, and then you can use that currency to do stuff with your key, I think would be a really, really smart choice. Weird question, but does EU also have an NA and EU difference? No. Beta is everybody plays on one server kind of thing. So if you guys are in here and you're US or EU, we can all play together, regardless. Oh, PSA order has shipped. Mythic points 10 per dungeon. Use 50 to select what dungeon your Mythic Keystone is. Yeah, it's something like that. What do we have? Do we have less? No, we need a blow list. I'm gonna kick this guy. I want to see a Death Knight. Then we'll get, I guess, the Hunter. Fire Mage we've seen enough of.
Since the decimation of our armada, we have suffered many losses against the Nerubians.
Oh, the Dice is over here. The guy not join.
Now, with the launch of the flagship Dawnbreaker, that will all change.
Now I can't look at Overhaul anymore? That sucks. Is this the Dragon Rag Dungeon? Yeah, this is the one I need the most practice with. This is going to be probably our hardest key no matter what next season. College Baseball World Series. This guy, big fan. It's going on right now. Is it over? I think it's over, actually. Alex Morgan not on USA Olympic roster. Wow. Wait, what just happened with the NBA? Mikal Bridges? What is this? Brooklyn Nets completed a massive overhaul of the franchise's roster, trading their best player, Mikal Bridges, to the New York Knicks, and landing a deal with the Houston Rockets to return the franchise's first-round picks lost in the James Harden trade. After teetering in the post-Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving windows between pursuing the playoffs and the draft lottery, the Nets declared a direction and suddenly have 16 first-round picks available through 2031. Is that the meta now for the NBA? You just get as many picks as you can and hope you get one that works out? What do you need 16 picks over 5 years for? What is that going to do for your team? How many of those players are actually going to be on the team after those 5 years? Use them to trade for stars later? Maybe, yeah. I guess that's probably it. Banking on those picks being worth something, yeah. Kind of like me in Pokemon cards, huh? What are we thinking about Zorkron and Delve plus 12? I don't know what that is, sorry. I've not really gotten into Delves too much. Are all major sports leagues in the US franchised? So there's no promotion demotion system? Is that what that means? Yeah, there's no like relegation or anything like that. Zorkron D's nuts. Why? I don't know what you mean, sorry. Anyway, yeah, no, like the NBA teams all play no matter what. So the worst teams just kind of get, like, they get buffs by being the worst teams. How's tanking feeling with the new affixes? I gave up on trying to pick up healing for the next expansion when I saw them. It scared me. Why would it scare you? So far, we've only really been able to do 7s. 12 seem like completely out, unfortunately. But, yeah, as of right now, the lower affix set seems like it's going to be very hard. I'd be very much willing to help out with some testing if you want. Yeah, shoot, yeah, just let me know. You can sign them. I don't care. How are you doing 7s? I'm getting trucked on 2s. I don't know. Blood Death Knight. This dungeon is going to be E crazy. Yes, sir. Yes, I agree, EE. Doesn't that kill some of the tension if you cannot lose your spot in the higher leagues? Yes. But I don't know, like, what sports operate that way besides soccer? Because I don't know of another sport that operates that way. Like, there's not other teams, so there's no way to... I don't know how it even works over there. There's no team that would be able to replace the team that would lose their spot, so it's... That would just, like, really dilute... Like, how do the shitty teams get players, I guess, is the question. Because right now, even, like, the worst teams have stars. But if that was the case, those franchises would never be able to get any stars whatsoever, I feel like. Most of the U.S., there are very relevant sports. Out of the U.S., there are very few relevant sports besides soccer. Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh yeah, this is not the right way. It's pretty much just soccer and rugby, right? I guess Formula 1's pretty popular. What the hell's happening in my chat? Something wrong with Plater, I think. Kiara versus Jiri this weekend? Oh, really? Who you got? Yeah, probably Kiara, right? Oh yeah, cricket's popular. What do we do up here? Handball? Oh yeah, tennis. But tennis is popular in the United States too. I guess it's not really a United States sport though. Tennis and golf are probably more popular outside the United States, even though they are inside the state too. What's going on? Like it's not, spells aren't showing up. What's happening now? Yeah, the Affix just like comes out at times where it's just like can't possibly deal with it. Basketball's more popular outside the United States, is it? I always just, oh god, and we're just gonna like get farmed by these pawns. I always base it based off people I know from England, and I don't know anybody who cares about basketball in England. This is the worst engine they've ever made. Like, what is this nonsense, dude? There's a mob guarding the respawn point? This is Fax's idea, but in reverse. In reverse. In Spain, it's popular. Yeah, Spain, definitely. Pau Gasol, right? Is that a boss? No, that's no boss. What are we even supposed to be doing right now? These mobs are just like gradually dying, or is somebody dotting them up? First time I've seen this one, it looks crazy. Oh, yeah, this is fucking awful. Such a terrible idea for a dungeon. Does the US take international basketball seriously? Kind of. Usually it's like they expect to just blow everybody out, and if they don't, nobody tries. Like they either just dominate or they just suck. Like there's no like close games, it feels like. Like a lot of the biggest stars right now are not even in the United States. But because they're so spread out around the world, it's still like pretty capable of the United States being like the dominant team. Especially now that there's so many young stars, like obviously like Jason Tatum and those kind of guys. Now we could fly over where?
You'll need to use those mounts of yours to fly to them.
Vickers, what's up? How's testing? Not great, but it's alright. It'd be really nice if we could actually like finish dungeons and see what they look like. But we're tuned so low that it's like impossible to like look at what the season's gonna look like when it's underway. And now that like there's such a difference between a 7 and a 12, it's kind of like, it feels like I'm kind of just wasting my time testing a 7. I guess somebody has to do it eventually, so it's fine, but it seems this is not what I wanted to test when I logged on here, that's for sure. Is the 1000 nameplate thing the new Affix? Yes, new Affix. Do you ever leave feedback? The last key I put in about the percent. I should do it more, but not usually in game now. Unless I'm questing or something, but like in Mythic Plus, I never really look at it. How does the Affix feel so far? It's kind of cool when it's like a good time for it to spawn. So if it spawns in the middle of a hectic part of a boss, it's like impossible. Like I don't think like we probably wouldn't have been able to finish that dungeon if I wasn't a Blood DK. I guess we don't even need to do this yet, right? Like, what's it gonna buff? It doesn't buff anything. Alright, I didn't buff this guy? No, okay. I have to be in combat for it to do it. We want to reduce nameplate clutter. Well, that was before. Now they changed their whole thought process with this new set, right? So I said that yesterday. It's like, this shows you how fucked up this let the community do what they want with the game is. Like they make a decision and then they just immediately do the opposite of that decision the next week. Just got here, the new Affix buffed the bosses if you fail it. Yeah, last night when people were testing 10s, the Affixes was different on 10 and 11, and it was just something you walked on. Then as soon as they did below a 10, it was orbs. Oh, that's weird. I wonder if this is the wrong one. Rains down orbs of cosmic energy, because I would not say that is what happens when this. Like, that is not even close to what I would say about this. What is going on? Am I getting hit by that somehow? See, this is a terrible time for this to spawn. It could have been worse, but if it was like 5 seconds earlier, it would have been pretty much impossible. But this fight fucking refuses to move. And I need to move this boss. Like, we cannot fight it here. This is really, really, really bad, yeah. Alright, we're just gonna pretty much wipe to that. Oh, it's like leaving. Alright. So now you have to like fly up and get away until this cast is over. And you have to get back quickly before she kills you. What is this dungeon? You're gonna hear a lot of, look at what is happening? I'm not standing in it and it's like acting like I am or something. This isn't even the worst boss in here. Oh, what's happening there? They're all spawning right on top of each other. Well, that makes it easy. Is there some way to cheese that? Because that's overpowered. See, it's gonna cast Obsidian Beam in the middle of the thing. I guess you get hit as a tank no matter where you are or something. Someone in World Chat just type Fire Act, very slower flying, come here. What's that mean? I'm pretty sure it's a tank hit no matter what. Must be, because I'm getting my fucking ass kicked by it.
The shadows bless you.
I guess this doesn't do much then? Yeah, okay. So it is just a tank hit as well. Oh my god, really? We have to do this again? I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm gonna die while I'm dragon riding. And I guess it stopped. There's like a dot on me. Oh, she ends the fight with that. I forgot. That's how it works. Alright, well, that's one of the worst fights ever. And it's not the worst fight in the dungeon. I just like don't even know where to begin with this part though. Like I don't even know what to think about here. Should we try to pull that mini boss into this field or something?
Bind and defeat them, or we will have to face that commander at full strength.
And like we're just like in combat with mobs that are just fighting other mobs. It's like the worst thing. Wait, where'd the mini boss go? Oh, you see how bad of timing that is? I just wish they'd send us to a start point of this part, just auto spawn. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so confusing on where you need to start. That's not the mini boss? Oh no. Oh yeah, you're right. It is the boss. I've never actually killed the boss, so I don't even know what they do. I don't get how you actually pop the orbs. You need to stop their cast. That's how you stop them. So the mini boss is up here. What's with the webs? Okay, cool. 2 mobs just kill me before I can do anything. Where even were we just now? Here? Somebody's pinging. Yeah, we were up here. How's Blood feeling? Very nice. Go Braves, good series. Yeah, I told you they were gonna win. That's great. I love having used abilities for Affixes in a time where you need every single piece of utility you have to survive. Yeah. Well, I mean, Gorfiend definitely is not really needed to survive. I thought it was going to be better for getting Bone Shield, but it's just not a problem. Without Bone Storm, you don't really need to worry about it. What? Alright, I guess we won't figure out the fight. That's the boss again? No, I know. I'm glad you're not a Mets fan. Yeah, me too. That's the boss with 3 buffs. Oh, you have to... Wait, what? He has 3 buffs on him. You gotta clear out the mini bosses to lower the stack. Oh, I thought it was just in the one area. You have to do it in 3 different areas to fight one boss. I see. I thought it was 3 bosses in that area and you do 1 area each. Have you tried Frost and Holy? No, I don't play them. I don't play them at all. Wow, as if that guy left. What would you say to these leavers in person to go play a different game that they actually enjoy and they're trying to get better at instead of just, I mean, I don't know why he left. He left in the middle of nothing. Thanks for the subs though, Faith Cutie and Randy Bagley. Maybe his mom said dinner's ready? Yeah, you never know. We didn't even like wipe her. I guess we're about to wipe, but... I'm surprised by the amount of levers in beta. I'm not. This is pretty common. This is why I normally don't do Mythic Plus testing on the PTR and beta. Because it's just like every single group is like this and you can never actually learn anything. They're beta testing leaving groups. That's what I said to that guy earlier. I was like, he's like, I am learning. I was like, what are you learning? You did 4 packs of a dungeon, then you left. Can you tell me what you learned? Levers are going to get worse with these affixes. Yep.
Interesting.
All right, so we got another shot at this. Let's see.
Glad I could help.
Of course, you're supposed to know everything about all the new dungeons already. Yep. They're beta testing getting carried. Yeah, this honestly, like, this may be the death of Pugging. Like, we'll see how it's tuned, but this may be the end of Pugging. We may not be able to get any type of progression in a Pug setting anymore. Is that Eisen in the key? I don't even know who that is. Isengard? I know that place. That's not a person, though. Too many solo players for that? Well, I know people are still going to Pug, but I'm saying, like, are we going to ever upgrade a key? I get that tuning is hard to say, but, like, have you seen what these keys have looked like? They're absurdly difficult at a baseline. And then on top of that, these affixes make it so difficult to do bosses. Like, there's never really had affixes that spawn in bosses like this. Like, if you think back to every seasonal affix, there was none that really ever happened during bosses. So this is going to be the first, like, Kiss Curse affix that happens during bosses regularly. And bosses are already impossible on Live WoW, even on Fortified weeks. People pug the equivalent of Mythic Raid Deathless and Lost Ark. No, I'm not talking about Lost Ark. Eisen is a WoW YouTube content creator, I'd imagine. Based on that. But yeah, like, do you expect, like, because have you guys seen the stats from this season? In what should have been an incredibly easy season where the dungeons have already been done once, we have a 50% disband rate right now. What are they going to be like when they're all new dungeons? Well, not all of them, but 4 new dungeons and crazy-ass affix changes. Are we going to upgrade a single key above 12? What about Dragonflight Season 1? Wasn't that on bosses as well? Yeah. Thundering, and you saw the results of Thundering, right? One of the hardest affixes ever. Plus 12 will be Fort Tyrant and 20% additional HP with the current tuning. It seems kind of crazy. That's what I'm saying. But it's hard to talk about that because we're really under-geared. But yeah, like, realistically, I mean, we would have to get a lot of fucking gear for it to not feel like we're under-geared. The more I think of it, I think what I said yesterday might be true. Maybe Blizzard wants World First keys to be 14s. Yeah, honestly, that would make a lot of sense. It would make a lot of sense for a 12 to be something that your average player isn't going to get to no matter what. Above 12, no. I'm a believer that 12 is reserved for pushers. It may be the case, yeah. It's not the case now, so I'm operating under the fact that, you know, the current version of the game has to lead some discussion. But it's very possible that that is intentionally like that. Dobbiger? What is that mage even talking about? Is that the new streamer meme name for a dungeon? I don't know. And here I am getting my first pro of the season today. Oh, there you go. It's going to be a lot harder next season. So, like you said, we've scaled, like, what, 40 item levels lower than what will be at max? It'll definitely be a lot easier to do the 7s, no doubt. But don't forget, I've not even come close to upgrading a key yet. It would be easier to finish the keys, obviously, but is it going to actually be easier to upgrade them? Yeah, we still don't know the answer to that. To be fair, I haven't even tried. I just did 8 for the vaults. Yeah. Good damage on that first pack. You can't mount out here, which seems really weird. So these mobs don't actually have to die or what? I don't really get it. Do they give count? Keystone Master is 5 times? What do you mean? Why are you bringing that up? I guess is my question. There was a time when getting Keystone Hero was actually like hard though, so maybe that's why it's being brought up, and that's the goal there, is to try to get that to be an actual goal for every player again. Because now Keystone Hero is like a complete joke. Oh, I see. I didn't even see his comment. Does Grippy Hand still get Bone Shield? Yes. Wait, out of... No, it has to grip something, obviously. So it can't give it out of combat. Don't think 12 should be for pushers. Wait, where are we going? Anyone should be able to get Keystone Master. Yeah, Keystone Master is super easy, so anybody will definitely be able to do that. Yeah, but I guess we also don't know what they're doing with the score, right? When did it change to 5s? A long time ago.
No time to rest. Head to the next ship and defeat the crew.
Well, okay, but yeah, if you mean 5, not relative 5, then yeah, this season, obviously.
Only one more ship in the Dawnbreaker is ours again.
If you mean when was it just 15s, that's been a long time like that. I don't even think it's like 13s and 14s is what you need, I'm pretty sure. So we usually get it the first week without even having the second week of the fixes ready. I think 5's one side and 4's both sides. Maybe, I don't remember. Do you like any of the dungeons that were within season 1 so far? I mean, I don't dislike anyone but this one right now, so. Grim Batol is actually quite nice. I kind of like it. It's just really, really hard. Wonder how easy 2s and 3s are? Yeah, I don't know. This boat, like this boat seems bugged, I guess. It can't spawn on the ground, so they all just stack up. That's pretty overpowered. Yeah, the instances will be perfectly fine with correct tuning. This instance just sucks as a whole. Yeah, its design is bad. You know me, I'm normally pretty positive. Yeah, to hear that come out of Paxy's mouth is a damning situation. Thanks for stopping by, group. You. Oh, it knocks you off too, that's funny. I tried to jump off, but I landed on some, so I wanted to see exactly what that did. It's a long fall. Which of the new affixes are you playing with, Metro? There's only the one, yeah. The one that spawns the orbs that you gotta interrupt. Honorable science has been conducted. And of course, this instance with good respawn points. Oh yeah, right next to the boss. Now we need an AoE interrupt. Ooh. Blood? Blood has one. I mean, Blood's probably the best for this affix, I would imagine. The fact that the boss just doesn't want to move sometimes is asinine. I know, it's awful. They need to make the boss move while casting. In the groups. Oh yeah. Monk's Ring of Peace makes the affix good for them. Oh yeah, so it works. I haven't seen it done yet. The dungeon looks nice though, graphics wise. Oh, well, it's because it's in the zone. Like, it's in one of the best looking zones ever. So obviously it's gonna look great, off, like whatever, graphically. We can't even res that guy, can we? His body's fucking flying out of the world. People like Gingy and hopeful don't have a problem. Anyway, it's over. Don't have a problem with the bosses, but they need to make dungeons playable for people that aren't literal pro gamers. No, everybody has a problem with this fight. This fight's just not well designed. Whether or not you can kill it or not, like that's not what we're talking about. I could solo this fight easily. The problem is just bad design. The fight encourages you to move the boss and it won't move. Like, how do you like that just needs to be changed, right? You can't dodge the mechanic when the boss is standing in the mechanic. And it doesn't allow you to move at times. Like, the boss just refuses to move while it's casting certain abilities. So that, yeah, fuck it. This boss needs to be changed to allow it to move while casting. Otherwise, it's impossible to move it out of mechanics. Bug. Isn't the mechanics on the player, though? Yes. But it doesn't really matter. Like, it's gonna happen multiple times regardless of where they put it. They're very large. Wow, we're just starting with this mechanic, okay. I think I've seen that before. See, those guys are at range, and the boss is still in melee range of the puddle. So, like, how far do they need to be away? They need to be on the other ship or something? You see how big it is? If you run Exodia comp, again, nothing to do with comp.
Darkness prevails.
Not related to composition here.
The shadows bless you. And the Harbinger shall claim Hallowfall.
Try to give people the benefit of the doubt, but I don't think that guy's coming back.
Embrace the darkness.
I don't think they want an untimed key on their Radar IO page. Rip Eisenhart. Let's hope it's not an actual content creator. That's pretty silly. But you never know. I might have actually DC'd. Started again then. Third try, best try, as Arno used to say, who was here a little bit ago. Third time's the charm. If it's not, maybe the 30th time. The idea behind having rage bait mechanic away is good in raid bosses, but just bad design for dungeons. Again, yeah, it's like not really baitable. Did you see how big the mechanic was? Those guys were at range, and it was still encompassing the boss. Oh, PSA is in New Jersey? Why does it say it's coming from Jersey City, New Jersey? So it's gonna get here quick then. IMO, dungeon should never require X amount of players, X amount of melee, or X amount of range. They're too close. Well, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, they're not gonna get any farther. They're ranged. The boss needs to be moved, so people need to plant and attack every once in a while. So that's a very normal distance for them to be away, and it's still too big of a mechanic for the boss to not be moved. No matter where they stand, the boss needs to be moved. Even if they're at max range, the boss still needs to be moved a little bit. Or they could just make that mechanic something that goes on you and doesn't drop the puddle until a few seconds later, so they can actually run it out. That would probably be the best change for that fight. Because then all this shit that we're talking about here where, you know, people are saying, like, you need to bait it and all this nonsense. What the fuck is going on here? There's a guy climbing up the pole where my internet is attached, so if the stream suddenly ends, you'll know why. But anyway, yeah, if you just make it so you can actually plant your character and then drop it, that would be way better. But that would require like an actual change to the mechanic.
Pleasure doing business with.
I was Blizzard gonna farm players' kills if they make bosses fair. A debuff would be the best solution. Having all melee group is not out of the possibility. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Too many mages in this party? One too many, huh? This guy's arcane at least. Good to see people playing that. Spec seems really powerful. But yeah, I think like a debuff that you can run out and drop would be... Well, I like the idea of the boss moving, but that's maybe too aggressive of a change. Because I agree with the people saying, like, you're supposed to do the mechanic better, but, like, there's just no way to do it better right now. I doubt Blizzard would rework the buff. They're too busy on their 78th mage rework. Maybe it's just a ploy to reduce gold inflation by making people repair constantly. Could you imagine a non-melee tank? No. Every mob is a melee mob, so... Can't really tank at ranged. The mob's just going to run up to you anyway. You can easily imagine non-melee tank. That was every tank during Necrotic. Good one. Alright, let's see. Somehow goes better.
With its complement of cannons, it can... Wait. Who are those intruders?
So weird that you can't mount here. It's really, I keep trying to mount here because it looks clearly like we're outside.
Since the decimation of our armor, with its complementary
Caster tank sounds awful. It's just not a thing, yeah.
Who are those in
It's just pointless to even think about it because the mobs are just gonna run up and start meleeing you. Warlock tank and sod is ranged. How does it work? How do they stop the mobs from running up to them?
The Order of Night is trying to steal the flagship.
Look at that cast spam from the trash. Yeah, a lot of casts this season as well.
Secure the deck. We need to gain control of the ship. Airship's approaching. Be careful, outsider.
Nice root. That really helped.
They empowered Belladar's shadow. The Lamplighter's blessing will keep you safe.
Depends on how it works. There's a private server I play on that has an arcane mage tank. They have Searing Pain. They maintain aggro. Their main aggro tool is 30-yard range, instant cast, and spammable. So you can just run away while damaging them if you wanted. But then everything gets all split up, right? That's not quite tanking at that point. Sounds like it's just surviving. Hiding, really. DPS would love that. Yeah, seriously.
Defeat them to break it free. They've got us surrounded. You'll need to use those mounts of yours to fly to them.
Is it popular in Season of Discovery? Wouldn't mind seeing what it looks like. Please stop rooting them.
No time to rest. Head to the next ship and defeat the crew.
Do people even play SOD anymore? No.
Only one more ship in
It's
the
got like
Lamplighter is
a
out.
quarter of the player base it had when it launched. According to just logs, but I knew this was doomed the second they added 100% experience gain 2 weeks after launch. Oh, really?
We have learned to embrace the dark. Be not afraid. Let it embrace you.
Alright, here we go. Try 6.
The night sky takes
Basically, don't interrupt this boss unless it needs to move, it seems like as well. They played SOD too safe? What makes it say that? They're basically turning the classes into retail versions. It's not very interesting. Oh, actually I could see that, to be honest. Too many of the same spells added from the game, right? Not a lot of unique spells. Why would like what? Why would root work? Why would root work? You know, hot take, if deaths are 15 seconds, give us more battle reses. That's a good idea. I like that. It was a great opportunity to go wild, and they did not go wild enough. Well, to be fair, creating all new spells for that many different things is probably just not possible with their team size.
Embrace the darkness.
It could have been more wild, yes, but it never was going to be because they're working with basically a skeleton crew. What they needed to do was like they did with Nostarius. They needed to consult with the Project Ascension people. Probably should just hire them at this point because they're making a better game than Blizzard is for Classic at this point. Under promise and under deliver. I mean, over promise, I guess. I wouldn't say they did that, but I think SOD is actually fucking awesome. I wish I had a way to play it without the community attached, because I would play it. If I can play that offline and mess around with it like I did on my private server, I would play that instead of regular Classic for sure. It's just the community that ruins Classic for me. Like, you haven't seen what's been going on with like Deviant Delight and shit. Like, it's just a terrible, terrible community. The people who like Classic are just not people that I want to be around.
The shadows bless you.
I don't think... If this boss gets to orb buffs before her bomb, does she cast it super fast? I don't know. I don't think that the issue... That was the issue with Phase 4 of SOD. They are redoing how Endgame Classic works. Almost a new overhaul. Are they? Oh, I'm not sure I would say that. From what I've read, at least. MC is basically a 20-man anyway. It's a joke raid that you don't even need 40 people for. PvP event, there's always been one in all the seasons, so it's not really relevant. Adding some runes as abilities, I'm sure it took no time at all. Yeah, it definitely took a lot of time. Adding spells that like do things that are similar to other spells is one thing. But adding spells that are like actually wholly new to Classic is a lot of work. As I can, yeah, I can confirm that after working on the projects. Checking logs, purple parse only for Molten Core, yep. That haste buff on the boss, did it do something? I didn't even notice it. As if speedrunning Molten Core is not a waste of time. No. Speedrunning, I never really understood why people got bent out of shape about that. If you play the same content for 20 years, it's eventually going to turn into you speedrunning it. I don't care who you are. Unless you just constantly delete your character every week, you're eventually going to want to kill it faster and faster. The problem is it's just so easy and people make it people act like it's not, and that's what's disingenuous about the community. They take this shit so fucking serious that they get in fights and arguments with each other and they ban people and from their communities and all this bullshit, like literal like fucking outdated socialization. And then you realize they're doing it for content that they don't even need a full group to do. Like the best example I have of this was Alex Central has been playing it, and there was a guy that used to be in his guild that isn't anymore. He got a BOE to drop. A bunch of people didn't roll need on it. So Alex, who was the group leader at the time, suggested that they should re-roll it and have everybody roll need on it. Just trying to be a nice guy, frankly. So everybody does and rolls need on it. The guy who got it already is like, I'm not agreeing to that, I'm keeping it. And then everybody had a fucking fit, like a fucking fit. And it caused a big fight and a bunch of hate and all this shit. Meanwhile, it's an Upper Blackrock Spire. They have 9 players. They're doing it with 9 players. This is Classic in a nutshell. You have people arguing about a fucking BOE in a group that doesn't even need all 10 players to easily clear everything they're fighting. Like, kind of just hard to care at that point. Like, if the content's not hard enough that you need all 10 players, then why are we worried about who got gear? At this point, it just feels like different Blizzard devs groups don't talk really too much to each other. I feel like the SOD socket system and mob gems or the war within mage design versus anything else feels so disconnected, really. I mean, those things aren't connected even in the game, so I'm not sure why you'd bring that up, but what does the mage redesign have to do? What does that mean? I don't get that. Playing retail made me a better player, more than Classic could ever. Oh, obviously, yeah. You're not going to actually get better at WoW. Like, you're not going to get better at retail by playing Classic, but you can get better at Classic by playing retail.
The shadows bless you.
Sick mechanic overlap? It's pretty much every time she does it, yeah. It's like every other time she does it, it works that way. So you, yeah, pretty much like have to do a ton of healing before this phase ends, otherwise people just die to this dot. What was that?
The shadows bless you. And so you fall.
I'm not sure we're gonna be able to finish this dungeon today. Which is really fucking sad because I really need to see the rest of this dungeon. I guess we just need to do this on like a 2 or something and see the whole dungeon.
The Harbinger shall claim Hallowfall.
The last boss mechanic is used in the raid? What do you mean? I mean, I've never even seen the last boss, so I don't even know. What do I need to do for the dot?
The darkness.
Use a defensive?
The night guides me, empowers me.
The dot was dispellable? I have no idea. I'm not a healer, so I can't tell. But that guy's enhanced. Defensive not found.
Feel night's embrace.
This fight's super easy with this weird bug on these things. The dot is evil, needs to be dispelled, but after getting dispelled it puts a heal and absorb dot on the rest of the party. Oh, really? Is she immune right now? Yeah, she is. I couldn't articulate it well. My point was that it should be similar design. What should be similar design choices seem vastly different. The power, gem, UI, and mop, and the runes and sod are basically the same, but work different in the UI. That's, I mean, you think that's a conscious choice, or you think that's just how the client works, and that's what they're working with? I'm not really sure that's a problem with communication, right?
Embrace the darkness. The night guides me.
So on this fight, the 2 Shadow AoE thinks its spawn need to be baited by range, then the boss pulled away from it. In the phase where she encompasses the ship, you fly around grabbing light orbs, interrupt her to move, of course. On this phase, you have to collect the orb. No, they just give you a, whatever, dragon riding stamina thing.
Darkness prevails. The Harbinger shall claim Hallowfall.
What the fuck are you supposed to do if your group is all melee? Ask for the fight to be better? She moves if she wants to. Yeah, the first time it goes down, it seems like she can always move. Yes. But after that, it gets really difficult.
Embrace the darkness. The night guide me. Empower me.
Maybe boycott the game and play a real game like Raid Shadow Legends. That's one option, definitely.
The shadows bless you. Night be unending.
So like they baited him well, but I still have to move the boss because it would still be too close based on it growing. I watched someone in my guild lose their mind over the Affix beta changes weekly. I cannot be expected to relearn the game weekly, and we all started cracking up. They quit the guild. What the fuck? What the hell is that comment? The Affixes have always changed weekly. Yeah. Playing for the first week of his life, maybe, yeah. See, this is why, this is the second part here, because then she starts casting the stuff that can't be moved. So that one's like pretty much, you don't have any option to move it there. The beta changed, patch to patch. But what does it matter? You don't need to learn it. Why would you need to learn it when it's on beta? Is this guy alive? I'm sure it's hard to heal, but it's getting kind of silly. Is it possible? Yes. Done it twice already today. That's why we were laughing at the breakdown. Yeah, people like that, they kind of scare me. That mentality, you think, is just somebody who is so fucking stressed out by something that's supposed to make them happy that like their brain is not working properly at that point, right? Like, if this is your reaction, if you're ever gonna get into a fight and quit a game over something that's happening on the beta, you like, I mean, you need help, man. Like, that's all I can say. Like, I've tried every response to that possible, like aggression, sympathy, explanation, teaching, education, sarcasm. Like, there's nothing else that can be done at this point. The people who let themselves get this worked up over something that has no real consequence on them, you need to go outside, man. You need to go do something healthy. Very, very unhealthy to be like that. That evoker is doing currency. Yeah, the guy's not healing very well. Anyway, it's all good. We will try it again. I'm going to just lower it because that's clearly not going to be something we're going to learn from. What should we try it? Maybe 3? I guess it doesn't really matter. Get rid of that affix. Alright, try again. Hopefully we can finally finish the key. It's the only one we haven't finished yet.
Careful out there.
That and that stone ball. I guess we need to try to do that one on a low key next as well. After playing both Deathbringer and Sandlane over 5 to 6 keys, Deathbringer just feels better, I can imagine. First boss of Stone Vault is scary. Yeah, that's why I want to try to do it on a low key. So I could potentially see the whole dungeon because I haven't seen that to completion yet. I can see you hating the last boss, lol. First phase has bombs like Toldagor, gotcha. I'll figure it out when we get there. I'm watching someone do 10 siege at the moment. The Affix is just run over it and not break orbs. Huh. It's the same Affix that's on the screen, or? I've been doing delves. I love it. It's so chill.